Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No. Check, Patriots.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Over. Shit, watch the shit. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Check 50.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen, certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, set. Block 80. Four down.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Jack 16. Jack 99. Jack 99. Double. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Let's go now. Check.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go. Left. 36.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Show that bench release and go.
Now Bell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They get it to him running left. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A give to Bell. And an alley to run. Bell so light on his feet. And now running right through it. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And on
all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
throw number 1 for the backup QB. A loss of 8 on the 4th.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Come this way. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 40 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Get a little
closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing to start the drive. Wagner forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. Second and 10.
Gun! Three down. Motion.
Throwing again on second and 10. Wagner. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back to throw. Wagner. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on second down. Wagner. And his throw here is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
All right, here we go.
Off play action. Wagner escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep. And it's caught. It's Brown. down. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They begin on the ground with Kamara. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. With it is Brown. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone, gone!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Wagner looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two, you got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wagner. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42.
Watch him now, Barney!
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Check 31. Check 31. Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Hunter Henry brings it in. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
No.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Check 3.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. 2
yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
I got you.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Watch it now, Barney. 3 down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So we're in half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. Gets past one man. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 20. .22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Bell, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
You got 4. Key 26. Key 26. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Banjo. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Wagner. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Denzel Perryman in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
Watch you now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bud Dupree coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Gun! Check 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
No, check. Patriot!
Now the toss to Bell running right. Now Bell hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Detroit! Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over! Mike's 50!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Barney! Single receiver. Hey, you're on the 9. Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And the Steelers set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Looking to throw. Wagner looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52.
This is Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Now Jones. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 1, 2, 3. Back 99 Philly, here we go. 25, check 25, check 25. Mike 50, Mike 50. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit.
Detroit!
What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hold on.
No gain on this defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Lucky 56. Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bell. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Wagner able to push his way through. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Javon Hargrave. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
We got 3. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down.
Back to throw now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Bell, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Wagner. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll run it here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Wagner. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Off-play action. Wagner. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
You got tight. You got tight right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike's 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, Throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wagner. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He's had some big runs in this.